Arizona's wildlife is in danger due to the fence along the Arizona border.
We have 262 linear miles of international boundary that the Tucson sector is in charge of. Out of those 262, there's over 210 miles that have some sort of structure, a fence, whether it's pedestrian, vehicle barrier, or some type of fencing.
What environmental organizations are worried about are the outcomes in wildlife.
The wall across the U.S.-Mexico border would have really negative impacts on a lot of different species of wildlife.
Those in favor of the animals fear the fence is harmful.
We have several endangered species in southern Arizona, including some large mammals like the Sonoran pronghorn and the jaguar.
You know, those species require open spaces to move through. They have to be able to move across the terrain in order to maintain their genetic diversity, in order to have lots of options in terms of finding mates and finding food, and just normal biological patterns that they need to follow in order to stay healthy.
According to Border Patrol, the fence is not as dangerous for wildlife.
The fencing, the way it's structured, it's called a pedestrian fencing, and it has gaps in it so that wildlife, can continue its migration, whether it be south or north. Part of what we do before we set any structure is environmental assessments.
What an environmental assessment is, especially the kind that the Border Patrol is doing, is much less stringent than a real environmental impact statement. These EAs, or environmental assessments, are several steps below the real deal. And what you're looking at is basically Border Patrol giving themselves their own stamp of approval.
But experts think this is merely a governmental issue.
It's caused tremendous flooding in some areas, really bad erosion in other areas.
For the Arizona Cat's Eye, I'm Paola Camacho.